So, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't prepared to shoot this video at all. As you can see, I'm in my pajamas. I barely did my makeup, nor do I have a proper stand for my ring light, as you can see right here. But hi guys, it's me, Gia again. Welcome to another video. A few of my friends have been asking me on social media about how I get internships and why I did 2 internships. So I thought that I'd discuss it with you since it's raining, it's kind of comfy. It's like that whole grab a coffee, sit down on a comfortable chair, and listen to your favorite... What am I? Just listen to me talk about how I got my VIEW internship, and I might do another video detailing my fan life internship. Just a brief background of the company that I work for. VIEW is a K-drama, actually it's an Asian drama streaming app. We have a lot of Asian entertainment, Asian shows like Running Man. We also have Chinese originals, Japanese dramas. We're the first platform in the Philippines who had both Parasite and World of the Married. I was an intern for them from 2018 to 2019. I only got around to making this video in 2020 because I didn't have time. But I do have a few reels of footage from the time that I was there. The first question that I got was how I got into VIEW. I got into VIEW because one of my closest friends and photography mentors at the front is the head of the creatives team. And the time that I was there, she needed help with daily postings, and I happened to be free that time. Yeah, I kind of auditioned for the job since I've been editing and taking photos of events and other stuff for a long time. My main skill set was actually hosting VOs, voiceovers I mean, editing, photo and video, and also graphic design. How was the experience? The experience I got there was incredibly awesome. It spanned from me doing a lot of things like, as I mentioned earlier, daily media postings and videos. I also did a lot of voiceover acting, news features like K1, which I did NCT Dreams, K1 News. I also interviewed Donghan. I also interviewed Momoland, which I featured before in this channel. Someone also asked me what the pros and the cons were of being an intern for VIEW. The first pro is obviously I get a lot of invites to concerts. VIEW is one of the largest K-drama, Asian drama streaming apps in the Philippines. And whenever there's a concert, we're invited to cover the whole thing. I would take videos and I would also do the voiceovers for those. And I've been invited to a lot of concerts because of that, which is really a big plus since I am a K-pop fan. The con of that pro is that you can't spaz. Like, you have to be professional. It's not really a con since I already figured out how I keep my cool and stuff. I don't really spaz anymore. I'm too old for that stuff. But I guess if you're in this whole raging K-pop fan phase, you're gonna have a hard time trying to keep cool because sometimes we do stay backstage for waiting for the interview times, and there are times that the artists would just pass by you, and I guess if you aren't as experienced as I am or as experienced as my peers, you're gonna have a hard time keeping your composure. Another pro is that my supervisor at the France is a very hands-on professional. She teaches you what to do, and whenever you like don't know what to do, when you ask her, she really does teach you. Also, the entire team, they also are very helpful when you need something. For example, I need something from the social media department. I would just have to ask them and then they give it to me. It's not like one of those internships where they just ask you to make them a cup of coffee, do copies of documents, and then you're free to go. It's a very hands-on experience. Like, it's so hands-on that I sometimes feel that I'm a full-time employee, but I'm not. Another pro is there's allowance. I'm not allowed to say what the allowance is, but there is an allowance for interns, and that made the whole process a lot easier since I didn't have to rely on my existing allowance for school for stuff that is for internship. I would be able to buy my own food without having to think, oh, I still have to go to my university after this, or I already spent all my money in uni because I was there from X to Y. It really lightened the burden, the financial burden, because they gave me allowance. The cons are, I guess, View is still a very small company. Their employees don't really go up above 50, so the workloads are intense because in total, when I was there were 2 full-time employees and I was the intern. So it was really intense and everything was a whole rush. Sometimes we would get requests for a ton of creative outputs and we would stay in the office until 4 a.m. The next question is, was the experience that I wanted? Generally speaking, at that time, when in 2018, I was really decided on becoming a graphic artist for an advertising firm because I really, really wanted to work in advertising. But as that year passed, because as I was doing my internship, I was also doing a lot of majors in school. One of those majors was also advertising, and I realized that being a creative professional in the creative world wasn't really the life that I wanted. But in the process of being a View intern, I also found out what I really wanted to do. I realized that I could use my voice aside from just being a host. Now I do some freelance voiceover acting. I also found out that I still want to kind of be in advertising or in creatives, but like not that super really deep into it. I realized that my strength was more in social media than actually traditional advertising. So I think now that I've graduated, I'm probably gonna go into social media management more, or like public relations, which I currently am doing right now. But all in all, the experience I got from View, how I was able to learn more about editing, I was also able to learn a lot about event coverage, about writing, about really essential tools in becoming a professional in the media world or the creatives world or the advertising world, and especially the public relations world. I think it was really a fulfilling experience. They really gave me a lot of experiences that school doesn't really teach you, because there is a difference between just learning theory versus learning it hands-on. And I guess the hands-on experience really helped me elevate what I already had. I knew how to edit. I knew how to edit videos, but not in the style that View wants. So I was able to learn how to edit for commercial. I also found out that I had my own style and that I could also adapt to the style of an agency or what the client wants. It was a really fruitful experience, and I'm forever grateful that I took that experience in 2018. Lastly, this is kind of borderline fan question already, but a friend asked me how I act around idols when I have to cover media events. I think I already got over the starstruck effect whenever I see idols, because I've been covering events since 2010. I'm very professional. If I have to talk to someone, I would talk to them as professionally as possible. I don't initiate small talk with idols. If I need to talk to them, I would talk to the management first, because that's just how Korean entertainments work. I don't know how it works in other countries, but in the Philippines, that's how you work with idols. You can't just go up to them and say, hey, how are you, and whatever. You would have to go through the company first, even though you knew how to speak in Korean. I guess it's just out of respect that we're here working as equals and not like fan and idol, you know. I heard that in other countries it's very different, but like, I guess that wraps up most of the questions that I get on what my VIEW internship was and how I work as an intern and as a professional in media. If you guys want another video of me just talking about idol anecdotes and stuff that I've experienced backstage, then go ahead and comment, hit that like button, and subscribe to me, turn on the notification bell so that you would also be informed whenever I upload a new video. Also, I'm now doing live streams on Bigo, and that is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 p.m. onwards. I do a lot of hosting there as well, since I really miss being on stage, and I also miss working with personalities and stuff. I guess that wraps it up. If you guys have any more questions, just comment down below. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!